Another baby is coming soon. Cool, huh? Says Mama. Not very, young Gia says. All of the talk about that ding-dang baby has Gia fretting about how it's going to be. That baby was going to change everything. All of the old times with Mama, drinking hot chocolate, telling silly stories, snuggling in Mama's bed when it was still blue-pink outside. But Mama is loving and reassuring, and Blackall's lovely Chinese ink and watercolor illustrations fairly glow with the warmth of Mama and Gia's home, an extended multiracial family. Blackall perfectly captures the many moods of a young girl who knows change is coming and is learning to accept that the good old days aren't over. She can tell her new sibling all about them. I am honored to present a 2011 Boston Globe Hornbook Honor Book Award for Picture Books to Pecan Pie Baby. Published by Putnam, edited by Nancy Paulson, illustrated by Sophie Blackall, written by Jacqueline Woodson.
Thank you. Congratulations, Roger and Richard. That's so awesome. And no. Just in case anyone's asking, no. I want to say thank you to Roger and the Hornbook crew and to the judges. I'm really honored that this ding-dang book got this award. The story Pecan Pie Baby is actually based on some truth. And when my partner and I were pregnant with our second child, Jackson Leroy, Toshi, Georgiana, which is Gia is short for, Toshi had asked for a sibling. I want a sibling, I want a sibling. And then when she found out a boy was coming, she said, never mind. And we just said, you know what, honey, no backsies. He's on his way. And she would be the first to tell you that it did change everything, and her mommy lied. But for the good, as well as for other things. I want to thank my editor, Nancy Paulson, who has stood behind me for I don't know how many books now, and everyone at Putnam, Cecilia Young, who is an amazing art director, and Scotty, who will get the book in your hand. And she has been behind me for many, many years as well. And Sophie, my illustrator, is amazing, and a fellow Brooklynite. And my family. I want to thank my family. The Ding Dang Baby is not here because he is 3 years old and very loud. And Toshi, who made the road trip with me through those same Boston streets, and we ended up getting here at 5:28 tonight, even though we left Brooklyn at 11:30. But it's good to be here. Thank you.
Congratulations. Very much. Thank you, Jackie. Thank you, the Hornbook and the judges. I'm also delighted to be here. My first time in Boston, which is very exciting. I'm sad it's going to be so short. I'm also very excited to get a silver plate. Is it silver? I was reminding a librarian only yesterday who was on the Ezra Jack Keats committee when I won an award for my very first picture book, Ruby's Wish. And I told her some years later that the medal, which was a lovely medal, in a nice little velvet box, I discovered the box open on the dining room table and the medal missing. Obviously, I was a little casual with it. My then 2-year-old son named Egg came into the room, and I said, "You haven't seen that medal, have you?" And he said, "Oh, yes." He had a very deep voice when he was 2, quite high-pitched now. "Oh, yes, Beatrice and I are paying pirates, and we buried it for our treasure." Which I thought was hilarious. And, you know, I just assumed we'd find it again, and we did. And she dusted it off back in the velvet box, but the librarian's face fell. And I realized it's probably not how one should treat a medal, so I will be very careful with my plate. all of which was far too long a digression. The book Pecan Pie Baby, when I first read the manuscript, was one of those delightful, yes, I can see it in pictures, except for one thing. I don't know if other illustrators feel like this, but I have a few things I'm terrified of drawing. One of them is bicycles, because I just don't get how they... the other is the back legs of horses, the way they go backwards before they go forwards, also just look like melted candles when I try and draw them. And then the third thing, which is sort of awkward and embarrassing and is being a white girl growing up in Australia, I've always been very self-conscious about drawing people of other nationalities. And the first book I did, Ruby's Wish, I got several emails. It's set in China. Several emails from people saying, some of your characters look a little more Korean. And I was like, oh. My drawings, if you do look at them, it's so stylized. I don't know how anyone could really tell the difference. But Jackie was so fantastically helpful in all of that process. She just writes something like, here are some cool hairdos. You know, I'm just sending you some pictures of me doing Toshi's hair. And you know, you might want to sort of vary the skin tone a little bit. You know, we're not all sepia or, you know, which was just, it just made me feel a lot less anxious about the whole thing, and it became fun and joyful, which is what our job really is. Making children's books for most of the time is fun and joyful. So thank you for acknowledging this and for letting us keep doing it by enjoying the books. Thank you.